Good morning, this is Gurung from Beta 2 Limited. Date today is the 25th of March 2015. As always, let me start with equities. Another day, another all-time high for FTSE 100 we saw yesterday. This was on back of CPI data coming out at 9:30 yesterday morning in the UK, which is the consumer price inflation data, which showed that inflation had fallen to 0% for the first time in 25 years. So basically no inflation over the last 12 months until February last month. Now, what does that mean for equities and most importantly the currency markets? Well, with inflation near 0%, obviously we've got deflation around the corner. Deflation can be good or bad. This time around it seems like it's a good deflation in the sense that it was on back of food prices falling around 0.2% and also oil prices which have been going down, affecting the inflation prices falling down as well. In fact, the oil prices going down has reduced fuel prices by 16%. So obviously, cheaper commodity prices means it will boost the UK economy, the productivity, etc., etc. So on back of that, it's reflected good for FTSE 100 equities up. This also means that Bank of England may now put down the target for reducing interest rate in the UK. So on back of that, pound went down against its major counterparts like euro, dollar, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. At the moment, it looks like Bank of England may look to raise interest rate early next year rather than latter part of this year. Hence why pound is under pressure. But overall, good for equities. FTSE 100 touching on the record high. Looking at other sort of indices around the world, US shares were down slightly, trading in a sort of tight range. European shares were also down, but still near its record highs. It seems like from equities perspective, it's very sort of data sensitive because all the data out there will dictate the central bank's next move around the world, which could impact the equity markets. Moving on to FX, dollar pretty much flat from yesterday. It was up yesterday on back of a positive, again, inflation data in the US. However, it gave away most of its gains, pretty much ending flat against the euro, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. It was up against the pound, but again, pound being down on back of the inflation data in the UK. Aside from that, no major changes for gold or oil market. I do, however, have an update on Greece. Now in regards to Greece, we know that they will run out of money very soon if they don't receive financial aid. Now, to throw a few numbers at you, at the moment Greece requires around 1.7 billion euros to pay wages and sort of salaries and pensions by end of this month. It also needs to pay 140 million euros to the IMF by 9th of April. It seems like if Greece do not receive any sort of short-term financial aid, it could run out of money by 20th of April. That's the sort of bad news. On the positive, however, Greece have come out and said that they will lay down a comprehensive list of reforms to the European Union by as early as next week, which may hopefully sort of open up financial aid for Greece. We also have European finance ministers speaking today in regards to sort out the Greece mess. So over the coming days / early next week, we may see some sort of development, the key being Greece receiving short-term financial aid. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.